Rawr! Hello and welcome to Pony&Wolf Productions. I am Midnight and today we'll be reading Sunlit Morning, written by David Silver. As always, these are our amazing Patreons. Link is in the description if you wish to join, as it truly does help. And I'm getting stared down by a kitty cat. Now, shall we get to it? I only have a day, hissed the flame-maned alicorn that sat across from Celestia. Why must we waste it pretending to be friendly? An excellent question. Celestia sipped gently from her cup. Her magic poured a second, and moving it towards Daybreaker. Why haven't you already fled? I don't flee. She snarled at Celestia's suggestion, before the color around the cup changed just slightly. As it came into her control, Daybreaker took a light draw before shaking her head. Weak, just as you are. Celestia gave her cup a slow swirl, allowing the amber fluid to roll around in motion. It has a subtle flavor for a refined palate. Did you lose that when you decided to take what you already had? Already had? She brought a hoof down on the table, then stiffened, and let out a slow, forceful sigh. You don't have nearly as much as you seem to think you do. Your precious little ponies love you as a distant god, one easily forgotten in their daily lives. They look to local leadership, caring little what you think, and beyond Equestria's borders, it grows worse. Celestia directed an ear at her angry counterpart. Equestria has enjoyed many long and joyful years of political peace. Peace! Daybreaker let out a loud laugh. You control the very heavens and you're content with a hollow peace. It's pathetic. The changelings are proof of how little the world thinks of your soft ways and methods. None fear you, because they know you will never use your power to directly show your displeasure. What kingdom would you plunge into darkness? Or burn with the fury of our sun? Celestia's cup lowered, coming to rest on a saucer with a delicate clink. Would you care for a biscuit? She lifted a plate full of buttery sweet treats. They go along well with the tea quite nicely. Stop distracting! Despite her words, Daybreaker snatched a few of the baked goods, dipped one into her tea, and chomped down. Your chef I would keep. Ah yes, your guards. Incompetents. Why do you even have them? They fail to even make the impression of power on those that see them. Celestia's eyes darted to the guards in the room, noting their flinch at Daybreaker's words. That is most unkind and false. Besides, they have deterred many issues from becoming an issue in the first place, and serve quite loyally. What, pray tell, would your guards be? Daybreaker's face split into a feral grin. I'm so very glad you asked. She rose a hoof and an image of flames came to be, showing a powerfully built stallion, eyes afire with grim determination, and clad in armor that covered most everything else. They would inspire fear at first sight, and would be ready to act accordingly. They would be an awe-inspiring reflection of my power. Interesting, said Celestia, in a tone that left no doubt that she was not interested. You never did answer why you are here instead of showing your dominance, where you can while you can. If only I could, rumbled Daybreaker, with an extended hiss. I'm bound to you, my weaker reflection. this day, one precious day, must be at your side. We really should speak to Starlight about being more careful with her magics. Daybreaker leaned forward over the table. Why haven't you banished her yet? She is dangerous. You would just banish her? I admit I'm surprised. I figured banishment would be right up your alley. She rolled her eyes. There are other ways to ensure a unicorn will never trouble you again. Despite her eccentricities, Starlight has proven a pony of good nature and reliable character. She does what is right in the end. I know that look. Daybreaker's smile deepened. She has a past. She's interfered with your plans already. Maybe more than once. And here you are defending her. How very typical of you. Celestia's careful mind broke a little with a frown. I will speak sternly with her after this is over. Oh, a stern lecture. Surely this is the worst that any of your little ponies has to fear from the mighty Celestia. Daybreaker's laugh was mocking and cruel as she leaned back a moment. A colourful muffin caught her sight as it zipped up to her snout. Half of it was gone in one great bite. Celestia raised her cup, drawing on its soothing contents as she tried not to think of the flaming caricature that sat across from her. And I presume you would see her meet a fate most painful? Painful? Oh no. Daybreaker shook her head, eyes closed. Pain is too simple. I would shame her, publicly. I would make her an example to as many as I could, so that neither she nor any pony else forgot just how poor a decision was made. The pain would come later, if I wished it. Then we should all be grateful that you will never have that chance. Daybreaker's smug expression broke to a savage scowl, glaring at Celestia darkly. You should not be so smug. You first. She sipped gently from her cup. It seems to me that one of us has the distinct advantage in this exchange. Oh, is that what you think? Daybreaker snorted softly. What if I told you that you were being made a fool of even as you did your social dance, trying to outplay and distract me? I would say that's unlikely. Celestia sat her cup down. My ponies are loyal and true. They will not be dissuaded by your hateful words. Hateful? I should think not. I would bring Equestria to new heights under my stern hooves. It would not be hate, but firm love, strength, the thing you lack so utterly. But it matters little. They at least understand just how fragile you can be. Celestia shook her head, doing her best to finish her breakfast and ignore the needling of her dark mirror. One guard leaned over to the other. Should we, say something? Probably a bad idea, whispered the other in return, both watching Celestia speak to herself in two voices back and forth, eating more than she usually did, as she argued adamantly, with no one that they could see. An interesting story. Interesting indeed. I'm guessing this is an idea that this would be the aftermath of Starlight's magic and everything that happened there. But the question is this all in Celestia's head? Or is this her nightmare real? I always liked the idea that Celestia could have a mirror like Nightmare Moon, so I'm very genuinely curious. This could so easily have a sequel. That was Sunlit Morning, written by David Silver. I hope you all enjoyed, and keep watching that moon, everyone. Bye!